What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're focusing on Beauden Barrett, the topic of New Zealand rugby at the moment, and he normally becomes the topic when we get to the intense stages of Super Rugby, whether it's normal Super Rugby or even New Zealand Super Rugby. And the reason that is because the competition for the position of fullback or fly-off is really getting heated and getting epic right now. If we look at fullback currently, you've got Beauden Barrett and you've got Damian McKenzie, both players who are in cracking form right now. Currently, Beauden Barrett's been playing at fullback. You look at the fly-off, you've got Richie Mo'unga, you've got Otere Black, and you've also got Beauden Barrett. So Beauden Barrett's competing for 10 and 15. A lot of people have said that MacDonald should have selected Barrett at a fly-off at some stage to give him a chance because he's only been playing at fullback. Obviously, we've seen Otere Black play as well as Harry Plummer. So they've been wanting Leon MacDonald to really experiment with Barrett, give him a chance, see what he can do in the number 10 jersey. And I think they've got a point there, and I think it's definitely something that they need to test. But now, obviously, having watched the Blues take on the Crusaders, the Blues have really looked great. They've shown a lot of improvement, a lot of confidence, a lot of passion, motivation throughout. Leon MacDonald's team has really done well, and we've seen stars become known and noticed within New Zealand rugby, which has been absolutely outstanding. But the whole talk of the town at the start of 2020, before COVID-19 was even a thought, was that Beauden Barrett is coming to the Blues. Beauden Barrett is going to be that savior, the gold, the key to the Blues getting to the next mile. And he really hasn't shone. He's been good, but he hasn't been the Beauden Barrett that we've seen for the All Blacks, the Beauden Barrett that has taken the world by storm and shown us what he can do and why he is one of the world's greatest players. And we just haven't seen that. Otere Black shone in the first few games, and Barrett only came in the Super Rugby New Zealand version. So we haven't really seen much. And now there are people out there who are saying it's time for Barrett to maybe move back to the bench. There's been a lot of arguments. Obviously, you've got your Beauden Barrett fans, you've got your Richie Mo'unga fans, and both are battling out to say, I think Barrett should go to the bench and give these other guys a go. After the performance of Richie Mo'unga against the Blues when he played for the Crusaders, he was by far the game changer that really gave the Crusaders that extra edge, that extra bit of motivation and confidence to go that mile in order to achieve that all-important win and just show why the Crusaders are one of the best teams in the world at the moment. That skillfulness at that restart of play when he just did that tapped small chip and caught it, did the run. It was just remarkable what he achieved. And he definitely showed the world that he is a guy who is here to stay. And he's earned the right to be All Blacks material and a starting lineup. So the battle is, should Beauden Barrett go to the bench? Now, normally when we get into a debate like this and we discuss Barrett, should he be here, should he not? Often Barrett will put on that All Black jersey and play the best game of rugby that we've seen that whole year. For example, if we look at last Super Rugby, there were calls of this because Richie Mo'unga, and then Barrett had a great season. I think it was the year before, or was last year when he scored those tries against Australia and just shone, outskilled South Africa. He was just remarkable. It was the year before. So we've had a lot of this talk and battle of who it should be. So for me, you know what? Maybe give it a try. Maybe put Barrett on the bench for one All Black game and take it from there and see how he does. And you'll probably find that will be the motivational kick in order to give him a boost to fight back. Now, obviously, he's going on a little bit of a sabbatical when he goes overseas to Japan as he signed that deal, which gives the All Blacks and Ian Foster an opportunity to test out what he's going to do and who he's going to select going forward. So you'll probably see Richie Mo'unga start off. You'll probably see Geordie or Damian McKenzie start off. But he's going to give an opportunity for Otere Black to really shine. We've seen some skillful moments from this kid, and I think he could do well in an All Black jersey. Given that motivation of playing for your country can definitely change a person's attitude and mindset. So for me, I think it will be a smart move to test this out while Barrett's not around. And when he comes back, if he's good enough, if he's fit, then by all means give him a go. But maybe put him on the bench, see what that does, because that could be the answer. At the end of the day, this isn't bad news. This isn't negative news for New Zealand rugby. Hell no, far from it. It's actually phenomenal news. It's a headache, and it's a good headache to have for the coaching staff and for a captain in your squad to know that you've got world-class talent all over, and the fact that you can't figure out who the hell to select because they're all just that damn good, that's a headache you want as a coach. And it's tough because Beauden Barrett, previous World Rugby Player of the Year, he's achieved it all, and he's setting his talent up. But one thing's for sure, you cannot look past Richie Mo'unga because he's achieved a lot too. He's done phenomenal work for the Crusaders. He's done phenomenal work for the All Blacks, and we can't forget that. And then you go, yeah, I'll just put him at fullback. But we cannot forget these other two. And Beauden Barrett, who's come back for the Hurricanes with a bang, and Damian McKenzie, who's just phenomenal. And he's still showing his spark and electricity even when his Chiefs team is down and out in the moment. So for me, it's just a no-brainer not to. You can't kick these guys out, and you can't not test them in the position just because you feel comfortable because a guy on paper looks better. But when you get to form, you have other guys there who can currently do their job. So should Barrett be on the bench? I think maybe for a little while just to test things out. Remember, he can come back from the bench and become a force that can scare most teams. But as I mentioned earlier in this video, it's not the end of the world, and it doesn't mean he's not going to play again. And also, this could prove all the critics wrong, because we've talked about the Crusader battle versus when he was with the Hurricanes. We've seen Richie Mo'unga take over in the Crusaders. He's a part of a championship team. But as soon as Beauden put on that All Black jersey, the game changed and the motivation was there, the momentum was there. So we can't write this guy off, and you can't write off any of these other guys that I've mentioned. And that's the beauty of the sport, and how we can see other ones grow and progress. And it's also a heartbreak because it means other players are going to miss out on opportunity, talented players, because of this headache that we're currently seeing in the sport. So for me, by all means, give it a try. But don't neglect these guys, and don't throw away your star in Beauden Barrett, because he can achieve more. But he's away now. He's going overseas. Test it. Experience. You never know unless you try. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Should Beauden Barrett move to the bench, or do you think he's still All Black material? Or will he continue playing overseas and then he therefore can't play? We'll have to wait and see, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you real soon for another one. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.
Subscribe to his channel for more rugby content. You won't regret it. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.